The Evil Within 2, not enough of its own thing. The Evil Within 2 is a quote-unquote survival horror game where you once again play as Sebastian. This time, however, the story is much more personal and therefore miles better than the original, as you're out to save your daughter instead of chase after a lunatic. The story has some touching moments and is greatly told, easily the best part of this experience. The rest of the game though, for the most part in my opinion, is a step in the wrong direction. This game calls itself a horror game, but to me this 12.5 hours felt more like a third-person shooter zombie game with only sprinkles of horror, especially compared to the first. There are the occasional monster boss fights like the first game, and there are a few really great chapters here, especially in the beginning. But the Evil Within 2 went more the route of an open world supply gathering stealth game than a linear puzzle solving horror game like the original. This makes for a really good action game, not for a very good horror game, as I find zombies to be more annoying than they are scary. The Evil Within 2 is essentially taking Resident Evil 4, Silent Hills, The Evil Within, and The Last of Us and throwing it into a blender, but never quite being as good as any of those 4 parts. The first half of the game is more open worldy, where you're in a creepy town called Union. There are side quests all around this town that will lead you to creepy encounters, enemies to kill for the goo, but more importantly weapons. If you want all the weapons in this game, you have to actually work for them. I didn't dislike this section of the game, I just could have definitely done without it. I was tense while exploring this tiny town, trying my hardest not to alarm enemies, kill them for their goo, get what I can and get out, go back to the safe house, upgrade my weapons with the scraps I found, and get back out there, which is where the Last of Us influence comes into play. The light crafting system here for ammo and med packs is heavily inspired by The Last of Us, and you can craft items on the go, but doing so at a crafting table uses less materials, so it's worth searching for. Speaking of the green goo, the nurse lady in the mirror is back to help you on your journey to save your daughter, letting you upgrade your health, combat, and stealth in a skill tree in exchange. You'll also be able to take to a shooting range for rewards to help upgrade your character. Stealth this time around feels a little clunky to me, and enemies are annoyingly unpredictable, where most of the time I found them turning around right before I was ready to get them from behind with a quick kill, though combat isn't too difficult, as most will go down with a couple nice headshots. Ammo seems to be pretty readily available, and you're able to pick up axes that work as a one-hit kill melee attack, though you do have a knife if you're out of ammo and materials to craft more, which is a situation I never found myself in, thanks to how much I explored this world and thanks to the safe houses in this game where you can stock up on a few bullets and refill your health with a cup of coffee so you can save your syringes and med packs for boss fights. The most enjoyable parts of this game is when you get back into the main storyline. There are a great number of characters you'll run into, hate, and even care for, and some of the missions do the cool layers of fear thing where you turn around and the room has changed, or there's a door where there wasn't before, really creeping you out. Sadly, these creepy moments only exist in the first half, and the horror aspects almost completely disappear until something else happens for a brief moment that ties into the first game that I won't spoil. But it just reminded me of the potential of this series and made me sad when the game continued and I was just back to feeling like I was Nathan Drake with none of the charm, having a weird nightmare. I was a huge fan of the original Evil Within until a game-breaking bug stopped me from completing it. Thankfully, the Evil Within 2 is much more polished and I ran into 0 bugs the whole time. It's just not what I wanted from it. The Evil Within 2 feels like a completely different game than the original. It's not bad, it's just lacking in the horror field. I'm tired of zombies. But for what it is, this is a really good action game. I give The Evil Within 2 a 7.5 out of 10. If you played The Evil Within 2, tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. If you haven't played it, tell me if you plan on picking it up. Thumbs up. If you like the video, subscribe for new to the channel. And thanks for watching.
Oh no.
Lily, what's wrong?
My doll's head is broke.
It's okay. Mom can fix it for you. She can fix anything.
If you like this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon so that I can continue to bring you reviews for all the newest games at patreon.com/superkengaming. You'll get access to early audio and video versions of reviews, exclusive Let's Play videos, and you'll even get to choose the game I play next. Thanks for watching, and of course, stay beautiful.